Good morning, friends, and how are you today? It is a beautiful day in Pennsylvania, and I want to welcome you to my first attempt of cooking with you friends and family watching. Hopefully you enjoy it. Today what we're going to make is a meatloaf. And it's not just a traditional meatloaf. It is a meatloaf that my mother used to make, and it's not made in the oven. It's actually made on the top of the stove, and it's cooked in a little water, and that helps it absorb all the fat out of it. And then you can change that water, and then, just cook it down till all the water is gone, and turn it over one time when it's brown, and it becomes very, very juicy. I think you'll really enjoy it. So let's start. Now the first thing you'll need is your ground beef. We're using about 2 pounds of regular chuck ground beef. Put it in a bowl. There's your second pound. To this, we're going to add 3 eggs. So you just bang the egg. Be careful not to get your shell in it. And what this will do, it'll bind it so it doesn't fall apart while you're cooking it. I like to use 3 because it really ensures that it will not fall apart. Now we're using some Italian breadcrumbs. They're flavored. I would say about 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs. Just visually, when you get into it and mush it up, make sure it's, not too dry, not too loose. Little black pepper, and I like the coarse pepper. It adds more flavor. And some salt. And now you put your hands in, which are washed, and you just mush it together. And with meatloaf or meatballs, you never want to mush too much, because the more you fool with it, then it's not good. It makes it tough. So you just want to make sure all your ingredients are all, put together. Now at this point, I'm finding it's a little still sticky, so I want to add a little more breadcrumbs. Just eyeball it. You'll be able to tell by the feel of it. When it starts not being so sticky. And that's the best way to know. This is on-the-job training for you guys. So you can see it's starting to form, and it's all getting off the sides of the bowl. So it's just about ready to be put into it. Now, sometimes I put onions into this. Today, I'm not. Not everybody likes onions. Some people do. But today, I'm just not. So what you do when you have it in the bowl, sort of take your hand and make it into 2 loaves. And I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to get a big frying pan, and we take one out, and you put it in, and you sort of just mash it down to form a meatloaf. Very simple. And to this, we're going to add some water, about 1 cup, I would say. So you just pour it on the side. You don't want to pour it on top of the meatloaf. Just pour it on the side. Now, if you're using a bottle, I used about 3/4 of it. Okay, now we just put it on the stove, and you put it, I would say, like on a medium to high flame, and you want to cover it. And you just keep an eye. When the water starts to leave, then you want to flip it over. I will get to that part. Okay, hold on, please. There now, hold on. So here we are at the stove, and I put the water in, and now we're going to get a lid. Get your big lid and just cover it. And at this point, I would say you're going to cook it, at least a good hour before you have to check on it again. And at that point, it should be pretty well water gone, and we'll take it from there. Welcome back. Here's the meatloaf. It's all finished through the magic of YouTube. And I really hope you'll try it. It's really, really, really good. I'll try this meatloaf for you. So juicy, so tender. I really would love you to try it. Excuse me. Any questions, drop me a line. And as always, please subscribe, share if you enjoyed it. And we'll have plenty more in the future. Have a wonderful day. And as always, I love you. Bye-bye.